This call is being recorded. If you do not wish to be recorded, please disconnect at this time.
All right. So I am the voice of We Provoke Thought, and I'm calling you right now just to basically get your permission to engage in a 2 to 5 minute recording dialogue about various subjects not limited to global, domestic, or personal issues or events. Now, understand that We Provoke Thought is an organization and a show that is looking to be the platform for all those who have an opinion, idea, or educated information to share to the world. Basically, an outlet to voice your feelings and or facts. So now that we have begun, I must notify you and let you know that this phone call is being recorded. I'll then ask for your permission to continue with you having knowledge that the call is being recorded, that you agree to continue with the recorded call, and that you agree for We Provoke Thought to publish this on our YouTube and Facebook channel under We Provoke Thought without release of your identity, phone number, name, or any information leading to you. The only thing that you'll allow is for your voice to be heard. So how are you doing, sir?
I'm great. How about yourself?
All right, great. So basically, there's a lot of things going on right now in the world. I mean, from foreign to domestic. We have what I like to always talk about is family, how you just have the deconstruction of family, or the destruction of family, I should say. We have other issues that are going on as well. I mean, nothing limited to race wars and things of that nature. But what would you like to talk about?
You start off with the family.
With the family, that's great. Well, so go ahead. I mean, this board is for you. So let's talk about family. What do you feel about family in this current state that we're in this world?
First of all, it talks about know thyself. And once you know thyself, then you can move forward to the next level. Different variations from your astrological sign, because a lot of people born in whichever month is their house, and a lot of houses do not or is not compatible with those that would you like to be. So once you get established in your household, let's say the age of Aquarius, whatever month that Aquarius is not in. Aquarius might not be dealing with cancer. You have to look that up, see if you're compatible. That's why Biggie said, when you creep up from behind, he said, what's your name, what's your sign? Because if your sign ain't right, see, back in the ancient days, everything was preordained to procreation for the simple fact that, okay, it's a season for everything. It's a time and place for everything. So you take all of the people that's born in each month and put them in school to learn about themselves and put them in a group of all Sagittarius and see how they coexist. And then you have the females that's Aquarius or whomever that they're compatible with. And they go to a certain school or class of dealing with all the Aquarius. And then with everyone that's compatible, they'll have more in common than just the physical eye. So once they do that, to bring forth positive energy from the womb, all this chaos out here wouldn't be the way it is. These Generation X and Generation this and the newer generations that know more computers than us, and the generation after that, what's next to come when the world is the way it is now? So first you got to start off with the family. It starts in the home. The home starts with self.
All right. Now, do you feel as though with the whole with not having your home in order, do you feel as though the outside influence helps in bringing that down?
Most definitely, because if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. So therefore, you don't have your own conscious mind or mind frame to elevate. We've got these wicked people out here. We got the chosen ones out here on both sides, and it's a battle. It's a battle within yourself, between the positive and negative. You know, protons and electrons always cause explosions. So why, if I'm a proton, why would I go and view somebody that's an electron? But when we get together, it's always chaos. Light brings forth chaos. He said, let there be light. So where was God dwelling? It was in the darkness, supreme balancement. We had to learn to tap in tune with our own self and not the ways of the world, be in the world but not of the world. But it's hard because we got to be in this world and partake in this world in order to survive and strive in this world. We could be most holy men all you want. I just seen on the news a Pope, man, you know, everybody got get back to their spiritual morals. We do, whenever we have time for it. But the world is being sped up. We don't even have time for self. So the damage already been done. So it's only a chosen few. Many may come. They want to be, but at the same time they can't because they got 3, 4 jobs. This, that, and the third. Everything is chaos. We're close to the sun. The moon just was out not too long ago. The first full moon, it was red, and it was big old illuminated because we was closer to the equator. Lunatics. We need solar beings. It's a sun cycle going on, changing the solstice. So they stole our last sun cycle, so this is our sun cycle to speak things into manifestation. We're in the days of judgment right now, so-called revelation. So we just got to tap in tune with something, identify ourselves with something, stop following somebody else.
So with that, from what it sounds like it's more it's a spiritual battle. Was that what do you agree with that? It's a spiritual battle within the homes that without that spiritual foundation, the home is left for outside influences, outside forces to basically, like a virus, spread and just totally destroy the true meaning of family.
Right.
Is that the case?
Wow, that's exactly the case, because at first, you know, sex was made for procreation. And back in the ancient days, at the time.
Okay, wait. I want to stop you. Say that one more. Say that once again. Say that once again. About sex.
Sex is 66 trillion tons of this planet Earth, and it's a Leviathan spirit. And sex was only supposed to be used for procreation. All right. So Satan turned lust into luster. And to corner that market, we're living back in Sodom and Gomorrah times, as I've read, because of the fact that you got the genetically modification organs that they're putting inside these foods and animals and changing the structures of your own DNA, your own organs. That's why they say you are what you eat. So if that's changing that,
I agree with you there.
Word. So if they're changing that.
Now, let me stop you there because you mentioned something that it just brings up another topic real quick, and I'm just going to throw it out there. We can continue talking about sex and we can continue talking about lust because I think that is very important. I think that breaks down family in so many different ways. But you mentioned the genetically modified foods that we eat. And you did, to quote you said, we are what we eat. Just to point out there, Monsanto, are you familiar with Monsanto?
Sure enough.
Okay. Now, Monsanto has just been in the news recently for hiring the mercenary firm Blackwater. Okay, and they hired this mercenary firm Blackwater to basically, from what I understand, to track down activists around the world, those who speak out against their agenda of doing more than just destroying family, but just destroying lives altogether. So, going back to the quote, "You are what you eat," and the foods that we eat, how do you tie that in? And I want you to finish up with how you were tying that in with how that changes man in himself or man and woman in themselves, and with this whole lust and attraction of sexual lust, I should say.
See, we have to look at the overall picture. The overall picture says that, listen, control the people, the population, by the food, water. If you control the water, control the food, then you control the mass of the people. So if we're looking at Revelations, we're reading in Revelations, we turn the tables back on the Revelations and what's going on of Sodom and Gomorrah with this so-called rights, as they say that it's supposed to be Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Come on, that's abomination. I'm not here to judge nothing or nobody. I'm just going by the laws of the Bible, which they say the basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Well, let me let you know and make one thing clear. Here we Provoke Thought. We do not apologize for anything. Okay, so you speaking your feelings, you speaking your the truths that you know. So do not feel the need to be apologetic in any way. Okay, continue on.
Yeah, and on the record. So once they get into the doors of, they don't have to label this stuff as GMOs and blah 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 blah. They're corners in the market. We can't do nothing but sit back and let go and let the Most High do his do. We got a voice, we got an opinion. When you're dealing with the chromosomes inside of the family from your father and your mother, when you're dealing with genetic kisses, when you're dealing with genetics, genetic makeup, of the body and your organs and your cells and all the strands of the DNAs and RNAs and your stem cells, if all that's being altered, then men ain't going to be men, women ain't going to be women. It's going to alter certain types of secretions that men and women are let out inside of the body for nutritional factors that's not going to automatically release the healing properties that we have. Let's cut this awakening on because this person is sick with cancer on the vibrations. Okay, boom. Let's send this vibration now to drown out, or as they call it, when you have the radio and you ground out the radio because you took the live wire and hit it to metal. You ground that shit out. Reverse osmosis. But if your body if you don't put the nutrients and all that back into the body, you're not going to cut that on switch. Yeah, you might can fix it for temporarily, but you need something to turn that light switch on. All of them. Turn all of them on. And then he said, listen, the fruit should be your meat and the herb should be your medicine. If what's in the beginning, so shall it be at the end. The same thing was in the beginning, so shall it be at the end. Well, why we ain't even eating healthy? Everybody's going green, everybody's eating healthy, but you just still don't know what you're going to get, even when you go organically. So what you do is you sit on your knees, man, some knee pads, study, so you self-approve, did your little chants or what have you, get in tune with the original creative forces of nature, and the nature will guide you where you belong, where you need to be, and stay out of that field. Stay out of the field of the battle, because I'm still seeing on the news that we're getting into the battle of, we're mad now. Trayvon, mama, and the girl just had to have an emergency C-section because she got slammed on the beach by a cop. You know what I'm saying? They still doing.
Wait. Say that once more. You didn't come in clear. If you take the phone just a little bit away from your mouth so we can hear you clearly, because I didn't catch that. Say that one more time about the young lady.
It's a young lady that's on the news. People was acting rowdy. Lifeguard called the cops. Cops came. Don't nobody know the truth about what happened. They seen the little video, and the lady was pregnant. They slammed on the ground, arrested her for whatever, and she had to have an emergency C-section. You know what I'm saying? That was it on the news. But there's no justice in the. It's just us. This fight is not for us. This is not our fight. All we need is to sit back, pay our taxes, do what we need to do to survive, to get by, and let the rest handle itself. The battle has already been lost and won. So on that note, we still standing up trying to protest and burning our own spots down, rioting and all that stuff. That's what they want. They just opened Friday on the school, or not just now, but I'm listening to 88.9. They talking about, they fired out 5 minutes shotgun shells, into a crowd of students. Come on, man. They ain't nothing but Luciferian, man. I mean, it ain't the people, man. We're not looking at the physical anymore. We're looking at the spirituality of individuals. And when this time comes, it's a spiritual thing, man. It's a spiritual thing. All the way around the board, from procreation to where you're supposed to be, at what point in time, everything was already written. You just have a choice to make the good decision and the wrong, the right decision. That's about it. This is not our fight, people. Stay out the way.
Well, on that, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I'm going to say goodbye to you on the other end, but I do appreciate you giving us your views, as well as allowing us to hear you express yourself and your feelings about things that are going on, especially about family. Had some very insightful information that you provided with us, as well as the audience that will be listening. Here We Provoke Thought, and it's all that we ask that you do is just provoke that thought and understand that we provoke thought, and for that we do not apologize. I am the voice. I appreciate it again, and I'll be saying goodbye to you on the other end.
This call has been recorded.